Morning! Thank you, Batagol, for the 17 months. How are you all doing? We ready? For another? We're back in the swing of things now. Ready for another day of Korea. Let me just check YouTube is good. Oh, thank you, Undead TurtleX. Thank you for the 6 months tier 1. Morning, Gold Sword. Morning, Quark. Morning, Plum. Hello, humans. Hey, Hover. Thank you, Mansard. Good mornings all round. Oh, all right. I got my sausage sandwich. I've got everything I need, I think. Hey, Lemon. You know what I have to do, actually? Hold on, let me just respond to this. Morning to... Good morning from the YouTube chat. Good on you, YouTube chat. Ooh. I saw Oasis in Chicago yesterday. I think they'd like a CX collab. Yeah, I'll message Noel and see what I can get going. How was it? I've heard like insane hype around the Oasis gig. My friend I used to work at cinema with, he's a big Oasis guy, so he has been. He said it was mega. Tuning in to see how Wu Young is impacting pro play. You might be up for a treat then, because we've seen loads of it. It was great, 9 out of 10. Yeah, I mean everything I've heard is like a proper, they're back type thing. Hold on, I'm just. Alright, I forgot to turn on the 2K today as well, but I can turn the 2K on tomorrow. You know what I have to do? Where am I going? You know what I have to do? I'm going to have to do it live. Wait, let me knock up Max.
It's absolutely done.
Absolutely done. That's what he sounds like. "2K audio only stream? Shit. Alright, let's knock for Max. What I have to do is my FPL changes. If I don't do my FPL changes, I will be so upset. I need to pick my teams and I need to do transfers. I've heard there's lots of him, but not in the comps I expected. Probably feels much less glass cannon with the buffs he got on Tuesday. Morning, Red Eyes. Yeah, I think actually it's starting to feel like the idea of a double flex DPS, where you can play like a Kiriko or a Wu Yang, and you can sort of play Tracer Genji or Tracer Venture or whatever it is, and then you can have both DPL, both supports playing quite wide, supporting the people on their flanks, playing for their side space, playing to set up these multi-angle engages. Really nice with Ball. Pretty decent with Hazard, Winston as well, even Diva. So it feels like Nat's kind of where everything is leaning right now. So eyes on that. I expect, it feels like what normally happens, because the patch is still quite fresh, right? It was Tuesday, and we're now on Saturday, which makes us not a whole lot later. So I think actually, very much should expect, at this early part of the meta, everyone to jump on the bandwagon. This is like bandwagon season, where somebody has just found something that works, the Tidal Blast with a Tracer is pretty broken, and then everyone's going to jump on this, I think. So I think, at least for the rest of this weekend, maybe even the first week of EMEA in North America next weekend. We'll see a lot on this stuff. All right, let me just. All right, should I share my screen while I do my FPL changes so you guys can judge me? Hopefully kindly. This is my FPL team. So I think I'm taking a -4 this week. I think I'm taking a -4 this week. So Saka has to die. Wait, I'm on the wrong thing, aren't I? Go transfers. So yeah, we're gonna take a quick FPL tangent, and then we can jump onto the. Get some secret information sending you Lucio Brig Queen. Come on now. All right, Jared Bowen is dead. Then I know he's playing Arsenal. I think I'm just going Ekitike. Ekitike? I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Then midfield-wise... Fielders. Hey, Aegis. Never mind, who the heck is Tossin? Tossin. He's their, who's he? Tossin. He's Chelsea centre-back. He didn't play week 1, which was a bit of a pain, but he's back and fit again now. Alright, so I've got a couple of choices. I either go Semenyo, who's playing Tottenham, or I play Kudos. I could afford someone more expensive if I sort by price for a second. I don't know if anyone more expensive. 9.5 is what we're working with. You know, do I want Bruno Fernandes? No. Marmouche? No. Cunha? Mbuemo? It doesn't feel like Man United are on the verge of scoring loads of goals. Eze for Arsenal? Maybe not if he's playing playing Liverpool. How many points does Wirtz have this season? Fuck all is the answer. What it will tell me here. Yeah, he's got 2, 2, 4. Oh wait, no, just 4. Just 4 so far. I know. Liverpool have had a lot of goals as well. I'm starting to... If it wouldn't cost me money, I want to swap Wirtz to maybe like a Gakpo or something as well. Because it's like Gakpo's he's just involved in more of the goals, really, isn't he? But obviously, I think with Ekitike, I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm hoping that will sort of shift me over to some more points. I don't know if I just want Kudos. Maybe I have to do some... Kudos and Semenyo feel like the 2 to go for. Bournemouth have Tottenham, Brighton, Newcastle, Leeds, Fulham. There's like a couple of decent games for Bournemouth, whereas Spurs have Bournemouth, West Ham, Brighton, Wolves. Spurs is just a better run of games, right? I should just get Kudos. I mean, I've actually got 2.9 million left over. See, because this is where I'd like to maybe kill Diouf, trade him out. I could even get like Gabriel or something. Yeah, ideally I would swap Wirtz as well, but I don't think swapping Wirtz to Gakpo or something for an additional -4. Let me see. Is he even on here yet? He's not even on here yet. The only other one I was considering was like João Pedro, right? I'm on midfielder still. Who did Chelsea have this week? Fulham. Does it make... Here's one for you. Does it make more sense to go João Pedro than Ekitike because it's the Arsenal game? Is there longevity in this? Chelsea have Fulham, Brentford, Man United, Brighton, Liverpool, Forest. It's kind of tough for a bit. Fulham's not so bad. I mean, Fulham Brentford really hasn't actually bad. Maybe I'm overrating Man United because of my internal bias. So maybe this isn't actually the toughest run for Chelsea. Meanwhile, Liverpool's run is Arsenal, Burnley. Oh, fuck no. Surely I need him in for this Burnley. Anyone must be Grimsby, they're not bad. Yeah, thank you. Any fantasy updates? Not yet. It'll be back for EMEA in North America. Yeah, it will start next week. There's specifics I think I'll keep shrouded in mystery for now. There is a world where getting in Buemo or something instead of Kudos isn't crazy from a Burnley one, but then it doesn't have the longevity, you know? If I get Kudos, I think I just get him and leave him in, you know? Get mentioned. Cheers. That was worth tabbing over. So is it worth getting João Pedro for, like, these couple of games? And then Arsenal's games are quite tough, right? So what if I do this? What if I go João Pedro? And then this is for lineup, and then next week I just change Geico for Ekiteke. I think it's like, if you type, I want to say exclamation mark replays. Is it this one? Oh, hold on. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, top one should have all the replays for stage 3. I've actually checked it, but oh yeah, there we go. It's got the stage 3 update for Korea. Beautiful. Is Buendia just filler? Yeah, well, Buendia was like, he was a budget gamble for me at the start because one, he was super, well, he was cheap, so he obviously falls into the budget category, and he actually scored quite a bit in pre-season, so I was planning to have him in for like the first couple of games, see if I could get like a couple of cheeky goals. But now he is very much just, he's dead weight on this, So I do want to change him, but again, it's like, the transfers always have priority. The other transfers always seem to have priority, you know? Like, who's the proper on this team? It's probably Haaland. Haaland is the proper. That's why he's. If you look at the cost, that's why he's twice as much as anybody else. Yeah, do I lock this then? Kudos, João Pedro. Is Cole Palmer back? Ominous warning. I can't believe I clicked on the Daily Mail. Maresca has admitted Chelsea will suffer. Oh no, don't reject. Okay. Fucking hell. Maresca has admitted Chelsea will suffer through this season with the last ever campaign. Blah, 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 blah. Cole Palmer and Every Cole are confirmed as sideline for the lunchtime clash. Okay. Alright, so João Pedro's going to play. I think João Pedro and the number 10. Yeah, fuck it. Lock it. Yes, we're recording Uncoachable Sunday night. So you'll get it sometime, maybe like Thursday, Friday type time would be when to expect it. It's because you get 1 free transfer a week, Rally, but I'm doing 2 because I also did the Kudos transfer to get rid of Saka. But I think it's worth it. All that really means is I'm going to lose 4 points, but if João Pedro and Kudos can get me 4 points more than Saka and Bowen would have done, then it's paid for itself, you know? And anything above that, you see my team badge as well. Lets you create an AI team badge, and honestly, I feel like I've smashed it. Alright, starting lineup and captains. So Buendia, an easy bench. Dubravka, an easy bench. Sales against West Ham feels free. Captain. Do I captain João Pedro? Is that too reactionary? Is Pedro or Haaland, right? I'll put vice captain on the other one, but... And the only other question is, do I think Spurs against Bournemouth? I feel like Bournemouth always score, right? So maybe Van der Ven here. Like Everton versus Wolves, Aina versus West Ham, Tosin versus Fulham. There's more chance of clean sheets there. Any hints on guests? No clues, no giveaways. Hey, Zidane. Looks good. Yeah. It's for captain, it's for 50-50 one, right? Alright, save my team. I need to do my draft team as well. Draft team won't be transfers, but will be... I don't know if there are... could I do transactions? Who's available? No one really, right? We might... Well, Gay's maybe not crazy, right? Villa, Sunderland, West Ham. Do I have anyone I'd want to get rid of? Do I replace Nunes with Gahey? Yeah, I feel like Nunes is not starting these games, right? It's been Rico Lewis every time so far. Obviously, with draft, you have to be careful because you're kind of locked in for a lot of a season, but maybe actually... Obviously, Gahey could be scuffed if he goes to Liverpool and then doesn't play, right? That's the risk. That's the risk. He goes to Liverpool, then he doesn't play. Yeah, but Nunes already isn't playing, so I guess it's... And there's some good fixtures, okay. All players show available. Yeah, Paqueta's available, but I feel like... Now Clivert's fit again, Ndoye, Cunha, Wirtz. Fucking Wirtz, score some points, mate. Nah, I feel like I'll keep gambling on Bob. So Van der Ven, okay, let's take the Liverpool one off. Bob versus Brighton, Ndoye versus West Ham, Cunha versus Burnley. I know, Sesko. Sesko is going to score so many goals. Fulkrug versus Forest. Leno versus Chelsea or Henderson versus Villa. I think Henderson versus Villa. Clivert should move up here. Maybe Nunes moves down. Yeah. And then does Clivert come in for anyone? I feel like the Spurs have looked pretty good defensively, actually. I know Bournemouth always score, but yeah, maybe that's it. And Clivert is just the first one to come in if anyone doesn't play. Yeah, maybe that's not too difficult. Yeah, okay, maybe that's not that part wasn't too difficult. All right, I think I'm set then. I'll show you the league I'm in. As like I'm at the bottom, but you know we're in touch and distance of these guys, you know. And I had a good week last week. I came second overall last week, which got me off bottom. So there's still more work to do, to be sure, but we're recovering. All right. Hey, Andra.
2025 OWCS Korea Stage 3 안녕하세요. 오늘 앞서
Oh, I've broken it.
진행된 OWCS 프리쇼
Yeah, let me talk about the Overwatch for a bit. That seems like let me unbreak the clean feed.
자, 오늘 이렇게 OWCS Korea Stage 3 벌써 좀 재밌는 경기들이 앞으로 많이 펼쳐지고 있잖아요.
There we go. And then let's look at the actual games today. We probably still got about like 30 minutes until the game, so we got plenty of time. Can't wait for Uncoachable to inform my fantasy draft, completely ruin it. Yep.
네, 저도 어제 보면서 아주 흐뭇했어요. 왜요? 개막 전날부터 우리 팀 콘서트를 하는구나. 아, 이왕이면은 무박 2일을 좀 기원을 했는데
네.
아, 이게 애석하게도 왜냐면 저도 이제 드롭스를
So this is where we are today. Hold on, let me just turn them down a little bit more. So Falcons versus ONSIDE Gaming, Way versus Old Ocean, and Cheeseburger versus T1.
The ads are too painful.
Thank you, Soren. Thank you for the Bezos bucks.
그죠? 전체적으로는 그래도 예상대로 좀 그래도
Hold on, I think I had the wrong. I need to fix my YouTube title. Oh no, I did it right. Yeah, week 1, day 2. That's right. Never mind. Crack on. So yeah, I feel like as much as Cheeseburger defied expectations yesterday against Zeta, I think T1 just smash them here. T1 have got a super easy opening weekend. Should be another 3-0 for T1 in the bag. Way versus Old Ocean. Maybe there's some life in this, you know. Way have, for those who don't know, Way are basically the, if I open up the main teams, they're basically AGG from last stage, with the addition of Taejong. Who actually, you know, maybe this is lined up quite nicely, because if we're going to get a lot of more double flex DPS like we did yesterday, having Taejong and Sunjun might actually be super useful. Maybe this is really good for Lee Min and Maka, so Milgaru can play a bit of ball. Maybe actually there's a lot of reasons to be positive about Way as we head into stage 3. Old Ocean, on the other hand, I'll show you the Old Ocean team, but Heiser's got a ball on him. Again, they could play Becky and Dart, so they've got double flex DPS options as well. Jaehong and Kivi's also double flex DPS. Oh, sorry, double flex supports. Actually, to message someone. Bad assistant. It depends on the team, Soren. I think, realistically, when I look at Wu Yang as a hero, I'm looking at it and thinking there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of aiming, there's a lot of, it's like, it probably feels, in many ways, it feels most similar to Kiri from the little bits I've seen. So I think, actually, it makes more sense to have your flex support play if you can, but also does seem like, we've seen like Chirong play a lot of Wu Yang, for example, so I think it can sort of go both ways. Yeah, we saw Finn play it, we saw Chirong play it, we saw Chio play it for one map, but didn't go very well for Chio either. I'm trying to think who else we saw. We saw Bliss play it. It feels like in reality, I mean, this is what normally happens when a new hero comes out, is whether it's flex DPS or whatever, or hit scan or whatever, all the people are going to play it. So at the moment, I think it's just everyone's going to play it and people are going to see where it fits. But it feels like the compositions that are available or most popular are like an Anna Wu Yang or a Kiri Wu Yang especially. Feel like the strongest. So I think there'll be a little bit of, you know, if you've got a main support who's got a decent Kiri, maybe you lean into that. If not, maybe you go the other direction and have your main support play it. Or if you just got 2 flex support type players, you just play both of them, you know? Like T1, Way, both fall into that category.
OWCS Korea 중계진분들이 생각한 우양을 가장 잘할 것 같은 선수.
They'll have the DMP just because they've not played a game. They've not played a game or a map so far, rather.
자, 이렇게 4분이 뽑혔습니다. 올드오션의 류재영 선수, 팔콘의 치오 선수, T1의 스큐드 선수, 크레이지 라쿤의 초롱 선수까지 뽑혔는데요. 자, 먼저 치오 선수부터 좀 살펴볼게요.
네.
우선 장지수 해설이 치오 선수를 뽑았어요. 이유가 있을까요?
네, 치오 선수가 이제 지난번에 뭐 준호도 잘했었고 신규 캐릭터가 나오면은 또 이제 잘 쓰는 힐러 중에 한 명이라서 저기 그 코멘트 그대로 아마 그런 부분에서 선정을 해주신 것 같아요.
그렇습니다.
네.
자, 다음 분은 올드오션의 류재영 선수입니다. 자, 류재영 선수 왜 뽑았냐? 옆에 살펴보니까
Alright.
30대의 힘을 보여줘.
Feel like ONSIDE might be a bit sleeper. Yeah, I was thinking. Because yesterday when we saw Falcons, and this will maybe answer your question a little bit, Anx, is we saw Falcons struggle big time into the double flex DPS as well. We saw them struggle big time. Obviously, we're in a classic situation if you watch any of North America last year with Toronto Defiant of going, oh no, Merit has to play Tracer or something else. So we're in that situation again. But if I look at ONSIDE Gaming's team, we've got Addo, we've got Knife, maybe Kellen can play ball. You know, backline still, but maybe there's a chance here ONSIDE Gaming can just put Addo and Knife in, and we can see how much success they can find. Big question for Falcons to answer today is what the fuck is Merit playing? Do we just put him on Tracer and just accept it's going to be a certain way? Played a bit of Reaper yesterday. I don't know. None of these options. I mean, none of these options feel that great, do they?
스큐드니까 이렇게도 짚어주셨고요. 저 다음으로는 이제 크레이지 라쿤의 초롱 선수인데요. 제가 골랐습니다.
이유가 있나요?
초롱 선수는 좀 땅속에 파묻혀 있는 영웅들을 잘 발굴해내더라고요.
뭐 위버처럼.
위버 발굴해낸 것처럼.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I agree very much. Like I think the tank line's good though. I think maybe they don't really have a ball player. Like I'm really not impressed by Kellen's ball. But in terms of actual, you know, if they could just play Winston or something, feels really reasonable. Or attack on D.Va, feels really reasonable. So I think for ONSIDE Gaming, it is the front-facing bit is perfect. Really can't complain for the sort of level of team they are. The backline, though, that's where all the questions will be. And especially, one thing that's always true when we end up in these double flex DPS type metas, or where they become really popular, is it's a high action matchup. You're getting dived, you're getting pressured, people are trying to fight you from different angles all the time. So it's a lot of pressure and strain. Like, do you remember when we watched Zeta versus Cheeseburger and Wu-Chan on Mecha Base, where he kind of just got bullied, right? Even on Kiriko, even with all the survivability tools, just got absolutely smashed time and time again. So I think these type of comps are always very punishing and ask a lot of the backline. So if you have a bad backline, liable to have a bad time. I mean, that's kind of always true in Overwatch, right? If you have a bad backline, you're liable to have a bad time. But it's exacerbated in these type of compositions too.
그리고 생방송 시청자분들을 위한 드롭스 이벤트 역시 준비돼 있어요. 꼭 아이디를 하고 들어가셔서 문상 받아 가시기 바라고요. e스포츠 승부 예측도 진행되고 있습니다. 매일매일 또 승부 예측하셔서 잼 가져가시고
Alright, let me phone voice.
그리고 오늘의 매치 확인해 보시죠.
이제 숨 쉬세요, 숨. 네. 팔콘 경기부터 시작을 해가지고 마지막에 치즈버거와 T1 경기로 끝이 나게 되는데 어제 이제 경기를 치렀던 팀들 뭐 팔콘과 T1은 어제
Morning, GB.
치즈버거도 그렇고 오늘 온사이드 외 올드오션 첫 경기잖아요. 그래서 첫 경기인 팀들의
From a viewer perspective, do you think having a hard hit scan meta is good? I don't really mind either way. I think whenever these sort of conversations, like, why is it overtime? Why is it? I've just realised we're in overtime. I feel like Lisa, you just C9'd. I don't know what's going on. I don't speak Korean. With all these like what's viewership things, I don't know. I'm really happy. I like what's the way to say it? I'm quite happy to watch any version of it. You know, like I think Overwatch might be at its best when you get two different comps playing against each other. I think, you know, like 2023 World Cup, where it was like Saudi Arabia and Finland playing a lot of like the Sigma sim type stuff up against like Team China and Team Korea playing a lot of the dive stuff. And that felt like really peak, you know, a clash of styles is always fun. I think it's one of the most fun parts of the international competitions as well, is you get to see these sort of clash of styles go head to head sometimes. But I'm also quite happy, you know, like I don't and maybe I'm in the minority with this, but I don't really hate the idea of just watching watching a big mirror matchup as well. Like, different things become important, you know? If you're watching a big mirror matchup where everyone's just playing the same comps all week or something, obviously you see a lot of the same things. Thank you, Jack, for the Prime. But also what you get is you get all these evolvements in playstyles, in combinations. You get what feels like a higher level of play because everyone's sort of having to constantly iterate and evolve to try and stay ahead. So I think there's like, it's just different things. Different things in different metas that have different, what would you call it? Different qualities to take from it. But I'm quite happy to watch all of it, you know? Like, you think, when you're an Overwatch coach, and you just have to watch, like, 4 to 6 hours of scrims a day, 6 days a week, you watch whatever the best comp is. You don't sit there going, you know what? I'm bored of this. Can we play a different comp, guys? I want to watch something else. You you just play what you think is going to win. So I feel like I'm very much ingrained into just watching whatever's best. So I'm quite happy to watch it like that. GOATS was only really fun when the best teams were playing it. Yeah, but I think that's kind of true with all the metas, though. No, you know, like, I don't know if we'll have an example today. Did we have an example yesterday? So what's interesting in Overwatch is close games, right? It's because yesterday T1, oh, my pen's so thick. T1 played a lot of pretty fun and engaging comps to work, right? You know, there was Wu Yang, there was the new hero, they were playing Tracer, Genji, Tracer, Sim, they were doing all sorts of things. But this T1 versus Mer game, it was no fucking good, was it? It was no interest because it wasn't close, it wasn't competitive, there was no battle. What's Pelican saying? Beats by Blissey. The first beat on the first day. On the first map. Glad Pelican is also quick to take the piss as well. Alright, I might go grab another Diet Coke actually before we start. Taking it for the team so no one else gets nervous? Exactly. Alright, yeah. Do you want me to leave you with... Let me mute this and I'll leave you with Max. Diet Coke at this hour? Yeah, I've only had like 6 hours sleep. So the caffeine is required. Maybe I should just get into coffee. I think it's too late to get into coffee. I feel like it's too late to get into coffee. We'll stick with the Diet Coke. I'll leave you with Max, though.
I see. Okay, so Old Ocean and New Era qualified through upper brackets. Wait, they didn't even play each other for seeding? Did Cheeseburger play against... Oh. What an interesting qualifier format. I guess because 3 teams qualified through. 1, 2, 3. So New Era never even played against Cheeseburger. But Cheeseburger lost 3-1 to Cold Ocean. Maybe Cold Ocean have that doggy in them for today. Maybe Cold Ocean can actually have an upset versus Wade. Did Cold Ocean change anything on their roster? They changed Becky. Wait, they lost Garoon. Wait. Old Ocean. New team. Old Ocean, Old Ocean, Old Ocean. They're all still here. So I don't understand why it says that they left. That's confusing. Jaehong, Alien looked like him. Dart, this guy sucks. Garoom, that guy looked alright. Heiser looked alright. Both of these tanks look next uppy. Yeah. I don't know what an Ohio fish burger is. They got Heiser and Alien. Heiser was on another team and he was fucking right. He was on Poker Face and he was like hard clutching on like a Rissa or something all the time. And he's young too. Mr. Next Up. Let me look at this tweet. Players who are spiritually Ange or Ange coded. Ange, Nenwai, Lep, C-Tones, Opener. Nice. It's like vaguely funny. I think that's a little bit of a miss on their preds. Like, in order to be Ange coded, you can never qualify for an event. Like, Lep is not Ange coded because even though Lep has been around for as long as Ange, Lep qualified for the Esports World Cup. C-Tones also is too young to be Ange coded. I think Opener is pretty, like, he's qualified for EWC, but he's qualified through like cum slots. I really don't think that anyone is Ange coded, to be honest. But if someone had to be Ange coded on this list, it would be Opener. Ange almost Ajax 3 points in a row yesterday in his FACEIT game. Wait, is he back playing? Is Ange playing again? God, I can't believe I'm missing Ange FACEIT games. I need to get with the times. He's on SR Pig check. Jesus Christ. Imagine going from Massa to Ange. Like, you have Massa carrying your ass on Lucio, doing God's work, and then you just trade that out for Ange. He's trying to buy Instagram followers in the middle of the match with a giveaway. Like, is Frogger Ange coded? No, Frogger's good. Can we VOD SRP check Ryan gameplay featuring Ange? Is there a VOD? Like, do I just go to like LH Cloudy's account or something and I'll find it? What's the method? And that one comp was certainly interesting. I mean, I can look into this if you think that it's worthwhile. If you think that we can, you know, extract some good content from it, but we're gonna have to wait and see, really. It's FACEIT codes, right? Like, I'm not even logged in on FACEIT right now. I accept the cookies and don't want notifications. Did they win their series? Looks like they ended on a loss.
I'm back.
QRXC Zarya, ML7 Cast, Cloudy Reaper, Ghost Bab, Arms Lucio. Oh heavens. Press League.
What's he doing? Looking at SRP check. A stream of a stream of a stream. When will I become a Counter-Strike coach? I didn't do score preds, actually. I can do. When will I become a Counter-Strike coach? Nah, it's too hard to become a Counter-Strike coach, you know? I feel like if I was ever to coach again, very much needs to be... It needs to be like a new game, you know? Imagine trying to get into Counter-Strike coaching now. I feel like I'd be so far behind. That's like it's a real detail-orientated game. Coach you in Splatoon? I can't, it was ages ago now, but I remember watching a Splatoon frag video. It looked kind of fun. Maybe Splatoon is the future. Favorite TF2 frag video? Fuck. The one I always go to is... Wait, hold on. Wait, what YouTube am I logged into? Oh yeah, I'm logged into mine. The one I always go to is Prem by Cube. It's like a classic. Maybe it's everyone's answer. But Prem by Cube, we can't watch it because I'll get demonetized immediately. But this one, Friend by Cube, you can see I've actually watched it not too long ago. But it's actually, this is the best movie ever. Iconic. Other than that, a lot of the my old mate Andy Bones, he's actually in one of these photos behind me. Here, I don't know how well you can see that, but right here, top left, that's Andy Bones. That's when we were in Lithuania playing at TF2 LAN. But he did what were they called? He did ones for like a... No, it's not this. Here we go. But he did ones that were like a LAN trilogy. I'm trying to find a... Maybe it'll be under playlists. This one? Not video log. Twitch streams. This was a frag video competition he did. What was it called? It's under the vlog. Oh yeah, LAN Trilogy. Here we go. Yeah, if I type in TF2 LAN Trilogy, as you can imagine, there were 3 of them. But yeah, the I-40 one, the I-43 one, the I-40, and there was one in there was one in the Netherlands as well. Morning, Sims. Yeah, if you have, again, I'll get like copyright striked for the music, but these ones are all good. These ones are all really good. It's nice to have these as well. This is such an old man take, but maybe Seppi feels the same way. But it's really nice to have these. Now it's loads later, you know. You have these like memory points. Can you get copyright while streaming? Not Twitch isn't too bad for it. Like on Twitch, only your VODs will get copyright striked. But on YouTube is insane at it. Whatever automated copyright checking thing they have is nuts. Like if I watch it for like a couple of minutes, or even like 30 seconds, the video will be demonetized. If I watch it for too long live, they'll just take down the stream. So, yeah. Yeah. Never too late to get into coffee? Alright. I'll entertain it. Ooh. So, just prediction-wise? Drink Monster? No way. Hate energy drinks. I don't understand how people actually... We always used to have loads of a London house, because we had like a... What do you call it? Like a Red Bull fridge. But never get into it. Just hate the taste. But this one, I think Falcons still win. But I think it's like 3-1, maybe even 3-2. I think it's actually uglier than they want it to be today. I think Way actually do pretty well, like a 3-1 here. And this will be a 3-0. So actually, in many ways, today, the first game today might actually be shaping up to be the best one. Or potentially the best one. You think Keller's... Nah, I think Keller was good. I don't think Keller was the problem. Keller wasn't the problem on SSG. But if you go in for a Western roster, then obviously Keller doesn't fit. Nah, not on ball, to be fair. Not Kellen on ball, but, you know, I reckon this type of meta, some of the comps we're seeing, he could just play Winston. Oh, thank you, friend A23. Thank you for the tier 1. Attack in first. Okay. Addo and knife in, so this does imply we're going to double flex DPS. Falcons were pretty fast and loose with their bans yesterday, right? Like, if I look back at these bans... with the power of hindsight and how the series went, maybe the Mercy ban didn't go that hard on map 2. Maybe, right? Maybe the Mercy ban didn't go that hard on map 2. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Falcons maybe banning Wu Yang, banning maybe even Genji in some places, stuff like this.
네, 이드코즈님 반갑습니다. 그렇다면 온사이드 게이밍도 만나볼까요?
네, 안녕하세요. 온사이드 게이밍 코치 부사재라고 합니다.
네, 부사자 코치님도 반갑습니다.
You think Attacker's not going to play Winston? Yeah, I'm presuming it's a diva, maybe even a queen.
아쉬움을 안아간다라는 이야기들이 많았어요. 어제 패둔 페인들, 아쉬운 점들 분석 다 끝나셨을까요?
일단 상대팀이
Surely Mercy ban again. We're clearly worried about like they're protecting against Lucio ban essentially. I imagine in most of these situations because it felt like Falcons really. I mean, Shio did play Wu Yang on Esperanza, but they did also get smashed on that map. So I don't know. I think there's more Falcons with everything to prove, which is a really weird situation, right? Because they they just won the mid-season championship. This is, I guess, in many ways, it's the nature of Overwatch, right? Of you might be the top team, but then the meta changes, and then you're not the top team anymore. Is Falcons the #1 seed? That's a good question. Do they carry over the mid-season championship seeding, or do they just use the Korea seeding, which would make Crazy Raccoon, like in this series? Can I go to the VOD? Good thumbnail. Overwatch Esports. Is it Korea? Maybe it's under Asia. Japan will do. I just want to see. I just want to see the. Like, that's today's ones. Day one. There we go.
Morning.
Morning.
I have it on good authority. You got a good night's sleep last night.
No, Max. The opposite. And you got like 6 hours.
6 hours? That sounds like a good night's sleep to me.
That's wrong, mate. You need more. A very small part of the population can survive on 6 hours sleep regularly.
But
And
all
I'm
these
not in
people
that
that I see on TikTok say they sleep 4 hours a day and do 2 days worth of work every day. How's that possible?
I think they might be pulling your proverbial leg.
Oh. Yeah, 6, 7. That's what he's referring to with the sleep, guys. Can we please play? God, it's a bit early to roll one up, don't you think?
Not for you, Seth. Thank you, Jazz, for the 6 months prime.
Oh, Nuclear, you're trying to play with Bunnykins, but Bunnykins isn't here.
Oh. Classic no friend situation.
A typical no mate.
Being sent on to
First
talking like
time,
6
7
characters. We've got regular bits that we bring back every day. We've got forced dialogue. Now all we need is a laugh track.
I mean, I think we could arrange that. I feel like I could get one of those stream decks to play sound bites, and we could do onto high. Hello, Red Eyes.
You need it to do not just like the laugh track though, but you know where you get like the audience reaction of like, uh-oh.
Could I trouble you for a clean feed link?
Yeah.
In this trying time. There we go.
We need to wear the same outfits every day as well. I mean, you
I've
guys have
been
probably
wearing this
seen my
jacket for like a week.
you guys have probably seen my entire wardrobe at this point. Well, the top half of my wardrobe. You guys have no idea what my legs look like.
It's one of those things best kept a secret. I know.
It's surprisingly upsetting if you ever see them, but
Yeah, it's quite traumatic looking at his legs. Clean feed, bang. We got a clean feed. We got some marbles. We are officially ready to rumble.
I'm guessing you don't own trousers. Yes, very much. Many complaints from my neighbors.
I need the sound off. Marble sound is not okay. On fire, on the rise, on the top. We are on side. Whoa, I need to rewind the clean feed and show what we just saw there. What have they... It feels like they've put a partial grayscale filter on all of these guys for ONSIDE gaming. Like,
yeah.
They are simply not this monochromatic. They look like they're halfway to an obituary.
I didn't realize ONSIDE were actually available in color, but now I'm seeing these player cams, I realize there's a little bit more to them.
This is awesome. Right. Marble it up. Kellen got skinnier. He's so skinny. What being mid in Korea does to people, it saps your life force. All right, it's time to play. Oh, I Love Macedonia 2004. Can I trouble you for a Rory trim? God, look at the sound effects. These marbles.
What's the deal with Stalker? Can I get an update? Just in a box, in a cupboard, in
He's
9K's house right now.
I actually got it on good authority that he's in a gimp suit in 9K's basement. People are starting to add layers to the narrative here.
Is that... I remember Illusion saying that, actually, but he told us not to tell anyone.
I mean, is Illusion really a reliable source for this sort of stuff?
What, you mean a man who knows a lot of the players and interacts with them regularly? No.
I mean, I saw on Reddit that we were kind of questioning that source. Like... Were you keeping Kellen fat on purpose? Are you into that? No, I wasn't keeping him fat. He was losing weight by the second.
It's a
He was eating
Hansel
a meal
and
a day in
Gretel
America.
situation. Come on, Kellen. Come on, Blissy. Just a little bit. Eat a little bit more. Come on, eat a little bit more.
Oh, heavens. We're boosting Kellen right now. Please, give Kellen all the boosts he can get. He needs it for today.
He's not playing.
Damn it. Who would have thought that attack in a Diva Hazard meta would play?
Am I tripping, or did Proud Tracer look great yesterday? He beat up bums.
Yeah, it was MIR that he was playing against. Like, what do you mean? Wait, we're already in the game? What the fuck?
Mate.
This is so fast. WDG, what's going on? We're 13 minutes past the hour. This is going to be terrible for my income. Slow it down, Craig. Don't give Kellen a foot job. All right.
That's not
do a
what
sync
I'm
check?
looking for. I just need to get to pass for scary numbers. 28, 27, 26, 25, 24,
Synced.
23.
Works, mate. Works.
Lovely. We're on Ilios, and Proper is on Tracer. Merit is on Freya. Lots of high ground to play around. So even though we've seen Merit struggle into the double flex DPS yesterday, will be a little bit easier with all this high ground to play around. But for now, everyone else is actually on the high ground, so he has to be careful. Suzu and everything invested to keep Merit alive as he swaps to the other side of the map. And this is going to be a lot of Falcons' game plan. Buy time and space for Merit to have impact, poke down some of these targets.
Already, I do feel as if ONSIDE Gaming's comp, it's good for the meta, but it might be a little bit awkward on the map. Attack's really going to have to go far to catch Merit, but Merit has been hacked up on the high ground. Knife is going to connect that kill. Apparently, the issue was the English language, not his Sombra play, as that's a first pick for ONSIDE Gaming. Now they've got bodies on the point, and Falcons, it's going to be very difficult for them to ping-pong with only 4 players.
Someone's jump is going to get a little scuffed on the way out. Yeah, he's in big trouble. He's going to die as well. So not only is it first flip, but it's a late kill for ONSIDE Gaming to get more time off the clock as well. And it feels like more of the same troubles for Merit today.
Merit, yeah, once again, a little bit of a liability, stuck playing the hit scan. Admittedly, Freya, you can go up into the skybox, you can play it relatively safe, but still, just got to be so careful versus Sombra Tracer. There's so many threats, and Freya is a very squishy target. As Freya starts to get perked up, it'll be more survivable, more dash range, even a bit of self-heal up in the sky, but we're not there yet. We're still in the neutral, only halfway to tier 1 perks have.
Lots of damage now onto Attack as they clear him off this point. Someone wants to try and force it, but Attack can keep tiptoeing. Bit of pressure from the Tracer as well. Merit now onto the high ground, but ONSIDE, they're just so low. They've taken so much poke, and this time, Open's going to make an attempt at Merit, but no trouble for him at all. This time, Falcons will get the flip. No ults online for ONSIDE to respond with, and Falcons will be very happy to get that flip before all the ults come online.
Yeah, such an important fight for Falcons. If the ult snowball gets out of hand for ONSIDE Gaming, they really can just sit and control the entire time. But the fact that Falcons can win the neutral before they're perked up, before they've even got ultimates to play with, that's huge for them. Now that they've got control, Winston can catch a lot of rotations for ONSIDE Gaming's backline. It can be difficult for Knife to set up. It can be difficult for poor little dopey OP to get in position. But Knife setting up for an EMP already. He's going to solo EMP someone, but someone, he jumps forward. He's actually avoided most of the damage here, and OP is first to fall.
Disaster EMP there for Knife. He did catch someone, but he was already mid-air, so didn't get the full damage. And then Chio actually manages to catch someone with the tail end of that beat cast too. So Falcons completely outplay one of the scariest ultimates. Now, they have control of a point. They can go early again. Would expect Falcons' chance to start with something like the Primal maybe early. Force one of ONSIDE Gaming support ults. Because if ONSIDE can use both these support ults on point, might be tricky for Falcons to stay alive.
Tricky indeed as ONSIDE are stepping up, trying to jockey for a little bit of space. You can see Attack flanking around on the side. Propper's above. Someone's going in behind right now, setting up for that Primal Rage. Opener taking a bit of damage, but Irony's going to throw down the Kitsune Rush on the objective to keep everybody healthy. Someone, he's dead with Primal. Derpy little someone, and no ping pong from Team Falcons. So they've given the flip early. 2 for 2 trades right now, but Chio's going to go down to Attack's downpour, and this is perfect for ONSIDE Gaming. They didn't have to overult. They get the flip early on in the piece. Couldn't ask for more, Zavi.
Really well played from ONSIDE. Was expecting Falcons to maybe hit him early, try and force the support ults before ONSIDE can get to point, but Irony was able to walk all the way up, get that Kitsune immediately on point, and now they didn't even use the beat. Hilda's going to respond with a Kitsune Rush of his own, but there is a beat available from Opener to push back. Here comes the beat, now they come on. Someone's got pressure onto the backline. Recall force out as well. Addo can't find the pulse bomb. Attack will die through that beat over health. No kills for ONSIDE with that beat push, and someone still has this Primal, and it looks like Falcons will be dealing with this one comfortably.
Yeah, this is a bad one for the side of ONSIDE. They give up the flip as well. Addo and Irony, they could have ping-ponged on the point just that little bit more, gotten it above 80%, put a bit more pressure on Falcons' shoulders to actually recontest. Now you can see Proper blinking into spawn, going for a kill onto Knife. Knife making the move over to the fray, going to match Merit in his comfort zone as well. Not sure how to feel about this. I feel the Sombra Trace is really powerful. I think maybe for the last turn they could have played for another EMP, but instead now there's definitely not going to be an ult for Knife in this last turn, and Merit just gets to play what he knows best. Someone goes deep, but he has the Primal Rage. Attack is trying to counter, but really, I mean, what can you do here? OP's dead again.
Good Primal from someone. Catches Merit as well in this touch. They have to go for it with the 3 remaining players. They've got no ults to throw in either. Attack does get the first touch. Someone's going to be beaming him down. Merit comes to help out with that one as well. Proper trying to catch anyone as they flood back to spawn. Attack completely isolated. Bolard, Addo will take over the touch, but someone can go mark this now. Chio nearly has a beat. Everything going Falcons' way all of a sudden, and they will be able to clean up this first point.
Yeah, this one right here is so tough for ONSIDE Gaming. You can't be falling over in the neutral like that. You can't be having a beat available for little dopey OP, but not able to convert it into a kill. Beat advantage is massive in these matchups, and Merit has been on a liability character from start to finish. That swapped from Knife at the end as well. Makes the touch a little bit more awkward, difficult to set up on the fray. You become a target rather than a threat. So really not a huge fan of that. Knife, a couple of key deaths there. You can see Fielder double dinking him, taking him out of the game. The EMP turn from Knife was obviously catastrophic, and you know, shades of Team Liquid Knife in that gameplay. Next round, back over to the Sombra though, not going to be matching Merit again.
Thank you for the 45 bits to Daedric Prince, who says, I'm the real Saudi Prince. Please give me your credit card information. Wallet at the ready. Just feel free to post it in chat. More of the same here from Falcons as Merit's going to keep playing the Freya. Knife back onto the Sombra for the start of this one as well. So very much the same matchups as before. Merit's going to play the opposite side of point, trying to clear some of these onside players off high ground. You can see Attack repositioning, trying to line up an angle to get on top of Merit.
You can see right now Merit, he's up in the skybox. He is really safe, and now he's double perked up as well. So for as long as he stays in the sky, he's essentially always going to be full HP. It's going to be very difficult to poke him down. Opener under a lot of pressure on the point right now. Proper dives in, but Attack looks to have saved the day. Taken Proper quite low, and again ONSIDE, they're going to leverage this first flip, but this time Knife is well and truly on the run. He's stuck inside 5 players. Merit flanking around from behind, looks for a cheeky kill. Attack slashes him out the sky, but Freya is so survivable now with these perks.
So easy for Merit all of a sudden with his high grounds. Opener is going to kill Chio, actually. Is he going to try and get out as well? Come on, OP. The little boy who could. He's all the way out. The rest of ONSIDE are dead
so
on
fast.
point. And Knife has gone over to Reaper now. Obviously applies a lot more pressure to someone. But again, you look at this ONSIDE composition. You look at the troubles they had in that first fight. And the question is, how do they get on top of this Freya? Can they clear Merit from these high ground positions? Can they stop him taking over the game?
really so important right now. Knife, I mean, look, making the swap over to Reaper, I feel as if that just makes Merit's life even easier. Someone might be under a little bit of pressure. ONSIDE, they're really trying to just force point, pull people in, but OP's already dead on the objective, and now ONSIDE Gaming, they're surrounded. They need a carry performance from Knife on the Reaper, and it's just not possible. He's going to be boofed off the map. Merit's going to take him down midair, and ONSIDE Gaming, they're really donating ult charge at this point, just feeding in, trickling in attack, not wanting to let it go, staggering himself out even further. Come on, mate.
It's over, mate. It's over. You saw ONSIDE Gaming go to point first there, trying to use just all the shotgun damage they have between attack and knife to force that first. But they were just marked out. Someone was able to contest for ages. Proper can take over a touch, and they just get pulled apart. Addo's going to try and pulse bomb his way back through this, but someone's holding their forward, and Proper is continuing to harass this backline as ONSIDE try and cross this distance. It's just going to open up more opportunities for Proper.
The ult bank for Falcons is so large right now. You can see TP onto the point from Irony. Kitsune rushes out, but he's taking all the damage in the world. He's going to go down. Someone and Proper together. A little 1-2 maneuver. ONSIDE Gaming, still 4 members alive. They need to commit into this fight. No Wraith for Knife in the back. Attack pops the downpour after 2 members have already fallen. No trades come out from that downpour as well. And at this stage, ONSIDE, they need the reset. Field the user Kitsune rush Merit with the bowler shot there, but OP, you can't escape over the coast 2 times in a row. Fool me once, but will not be fooled twice. Won't get fooled again. Addo's stuck over on the coast right now, duking it out with Proper, but ONSIDE, they need to be concerned with a touch, and Addo, he's already lost his turn.
Primal early from someone as well to make this touch as difficult as possible. Forces for TP out of a Kiriko, now goes to Mark underneath. Proper has a pulse bomb there as well. Just trying to... someone has to be careful with his HP here. He's just committing to this. Touch just come through from Addo. Can they get a second touch though? Might be attack who has to go for it now. They have found a way through, but Proper's forced a lot of cooldowns, but ONSIDE aren't over yet. B come through from opener slightly later than Chio actually. Nice. Now they're pushing for kills as well. Trying to find something. TP onto the high ground. Merit's getting pressure from Addo, but he's forced for recall. They still can't close this gap onto Merit. The longer he is alive, a Reaper push, but it's still not enough. Now Proper's looking for the punish, still has this pulse bomb and eyes on the back line. Someone has killed attack. Recall forced out from Proper, but they have to keep flooding towards point here ONSIDE Gaming. They have to keep it contested. More pressure onto Merit, but you can just see he's up in the sky again. They can't get to him.
ONSIDE Gaming, they're good for flips, but they're never good for any kills. Team Falcons, they concede the cap, Knife pops the Blossom inside the bubble, not going to get anything done. It's just final staggers here for ONSIDE. Pulse onto attack, he's going to get the block on that, wall up on the point, but again, the Suzu's available for Fielder. There are no trades coming through. And ONSIDE Gaming, again, they can leverage a flip, they can get bodies on the point, repeatedly rotating there. But Merit, he just gets to play up in the skybox. As soon as he was perked up, you could see the huge change that came through. He's just up in the skybox, completely uncontestable and completely unkillable. You cannot poke him down from mid-range when he's got himself a personal Zen Orb and dashes that can take you all the way across the map. These Freya perks have only made her stronger on Ilios.
Yeah, it's interesting because for a long time, Ilios was always one of the maps where actually double flex DPS was always king. Like Tracer Echo type compositions and hit scan was always a big problem. But with the introduction of Freya, the hero is so suited to that map. All these different high grounds, they become just unstoppable, really. You saw there slightly different heroes, couldn't get close to them at all. Obviously, though, that was Falcon's choice of map pick, choice of ban situation, everything like that. And, well, now is the real chance for ONSIDE Gaming with their choice.
Just take it to as many maps where Merit can be a victim as possible. Go trace a Genji, go trace a Sombra, whatever it takes. Do the Crazy Raccoon draft where last time Falcons picked it, this time ONSIDE can pick it. They can take us to something like Atlas where it's really close and you can play the Tracer Genji. You protect ban DPS constantly so that then you can play Tracer Genji, Tracer Venture, whatever it may be. Do they have a Venture player between Addo and Knife?
Maybe Knife a little bit. Maybe. I would guess they would probably do Knife, Tracer, Addo, Genji. Would be like the go-to one, I think. Yeah.
Keep bouncing. We're rolling one up right now. It is a Seth Rogen reference. Knife can play Venture, I think. Nobody really knows.
There's lots of whispers of maybe being able to play Venture, though, so there's something in it.
First time play, welcome. REI 41, presumably I am being... Well, it is the camping goods store in North America that is playing in my marbles race right now.
The whole store?
Yeah, the whole store. It's a franchise, really.
What
It could
did we
be.
used to do that with? Oh, it was Dogman, wasn't it? It was like, do you remember when he had?
I'm out of the loop.
He was called like the
Dustin
Dogman
Bowman?
Show or something at one point
Dustin
on Twitter.
Bowman show.
Yeah. So every time it comes, be like, oh yeah, Dogman's coming. I was like, oh, the whole show.
I just thought that was like the worst rebrand of all time. You know, like he's a super recognizable name in Overwatch, and he decided, fuck it, I don't want to be Dogman anymore. I want to be my full legal name.
Oh, someone's got a Crocs ad.
I'm gonna kill all recognition. Oh, speaking of pro player ads, I was running ads earlier, as I tend to do, and one of my viewers got an Emong Lenovo ad.
What?
And we had the privilege of actually watching. Yeah, Emong has like a Lenovo sponsorship.
That's
He's
crazy.
selling laptops.
Oh.
I'm running ads if you care. Boost the Bunnykins boosters. Might fix myself a cup of Joe.
Oh yeah, people were recommending coffee earlier because I was having an early morning Diet Coke.
An early morning Diet Coke. You are spiritually American saying shit like that.
Wouldn't that be a full fat Coke? Does a Diet Coke get me?
I just think.
Get me across the border.
No, I'm afraid having soda for breakfast is quintessentially American, and I think most of them have converted to Diet Coke as well. Artificial
Really?
sweeteners are probably more popular in the States, even though they also love their high fructose corn syrup, which you can actually get from the corn that we're watching here in this marbles race right now.
That's why it's good to be the king of the corn, because of the business opportunities that will come your way. Enter the supply chain.
Right. Bizarre. Kiara says, somebody yell at me to take my meds, and then immediately they're winning the marbles race. I love corn syrup, only if it's the high fructose variety.
Keep on frocking.
It felt like an ad for fracking for a second. Then,
Do you think, if you were presented with this opportunity, Max, ethical and moral question for you, we get a sponsor for Uncoachable from a fracking company, do we take it?
I would be denying the fact that the fracking is impacting the local water supply. And just not even... People would link a video of somebody lighting their tap on fire, like their tap on fire, because there's so much natural gas leaking into it, and I would just don't know all the message and keep moving forward. You're like, I'm not going to get political here. Bunnykins, you finished too hard and you died, unfortunately. Tintin Test 2610, congratulations. Your prize? Limited. What's the verdict on the pred? I think we got rid of it, right? Oh. I think Merit was good. Merit dominated map 1. He died a lot, but once he got perked up, he did well. So I'm going to pay out the yes. Choose outcome? Yes. Done.
Wait, what preds are you not doing, like, win-loss? Are you doing, like,
Pre-game, one of the mods started a pred for, will Merit play good today? So I just paid out the yes.
Now that's a new form of gambling where it's just on like debatable topics or with debatable answers.
It's like I said, like, this is a ridiculous pred, like, how are we going to determine? And they said, well, I can just pick it. And it's like, well, yeah, fair enough, actually. I mean, I guess it's not like, this isn't a poly market, right? Like, this is an imaginary currency in my stream. I guess I can be the person to determine whether or not. I guess I do have that power. No one man should have all that power, but, you know, if it's going to be handed to me, I'm not going to look a gift horse now. Let's go. You're the spin master. Spin doctor. Medical. I think I might put a cup of Joe on, to be honest. 60 seconds on the race. 1 bit from Miorine XIV. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. Not my birthday. Thanks for the set.
Happy birthday.
Yep. Happy birthday. Let's keep those coming. Put on a cup of Joe's.
Ooh, what was I doing? What are our preds saying? Side.
Oh, it feels like I'm gonna get coffee on the jacket.
Oh, don't get coffee on the jacket. Should wipe right off though. Wait, who's in the Kilo Lovers Club? Guys, is it? And then her shirt says, do what you want. Is Korea hornier this stage? Has something happened in Korea recently that I've not been aware of that has made everyone just a little bit more frisky? Yes. Alright, fair enough. Birth rate declined, so the government stepped in. K-pop Demon Hunters? Is that any good? My wife really wants to watch it, but I feel like my natural instincts are pulling back from it. Well, who's he shouting at? Pretty class, had fun watching it. It's low-key good. Okay. I watched the trailer, and it gave me, I guess, like, Into the Spider-Verse type vibes. Like, almost that type of style. Am I on the right track with that, or...? Oh, is it the same animation studio? Oh, okay. That's probably... That's what my eyes are picking up, then.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the bands. What were the bands? It was a Ram ban, and what was the other one? Was it Wu Yang? Ram and Wu Yang?
I wish I could tell you.
I think that's right. I think it was ONSIDE Ram, Wu Yang by Falcons. Obviously, it feels like Falcons don't actually want to be the Wu Yang team at all. They want to ban. They want to ban support. They want to ban DPS. They want to give merit opportunities to be on something. But to be honest, even with the Wu Yang ban, I don't know if for this team in particular, OnSide Gaming, how much they would lean into it, because it would require opener to play Kiriko or the Wu Yang. So they might be quite happy just to play Kiri Lucio, and now they can play a Genji Tracer or something like that.
Have we seen a second of Wu Yang from Chio yet, or is that just not happening?
Yeah, he played it on
Nice
Esperanza, remember? It didn't go well.
Oh, right.
But he played it.
Wasn't much chop.
No.
Yeah. Can I have my other bit back? I thought it was your birthday. I'll look into this. AmaTOW, if you're watching, I sent you the code that I gave you a placeholder for a month ago and forgot. You've now been unscammed. Congratulations. Can we hear the RuneScape? It's not RuneScape. These are sound effects from marbles. People that have premium pay-to-win marbles, like Bunnykins, and there's one other pay-to-win marble in the race. But yeah, that's all. Cheers, Mush. No worries, mate. Thanks for that third cent. There you go, Amity. You have been paid.
Yesterday night in the hotfix where they buffed Hog, they also fixed the venture bug that delayed drill dash after burrow, so they might be a bit better now. Okay.
Nice. Have they sped up the production?
Yeah, it feels like they're really going for it today.
Pissing me off with that. Craig, slow down. Slow down. Keep doing this. I'm going to start running ads during the maps. Thanks for the additional cent. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to do that.
Oh, thank you, Palin's Pack,
I won't.
for the 4 months tier 1.
Started, I was getting
4 months
bored.
of tier 1. Let's keep that rolling. I'm expecting to hear a 12-month from you 8 months from now, okay?
We'll be keeping an eye on this.
I will be paying close attention to this name that I've already forgotten. OnSide Gaming, rolling out a spawn on the Zarya. I feel like I might have paused after the map. 53, 52, 51, 50. Does it just work? 49, 48, 47, 46, 45.
Now it works.
44. It just works. It always worked right from the start. ONSIDE Gaming, they are going to sub Kilo in. We're going to have a hit scan specialist in the lobby. So Kilo Knife, this is the promised DPS line. Get that bomb Ardo out of here. And Bubbles for Knife. He can get very, very aggressive. I feel like this is a great counter comp out of spawn by ONSIDE Gaming. Just going to have to see whether or not proper on sim can make it work.
Knife's taken a lot of damage, but Bubble's actually used defensively just to keep Knife alive, so they have to slow it down for a little bit here on side. Really, it's going to be all around those bubble timings, allowing Knife to take an aggressive position into Merit's face, clear someone out. No energy at all for attack here as he's going to try and go out top. Uses for Bubble, but the discipline on Falcons, not a single % of energy going attack's way.
So good at denying the energy. They're used to playing against Hanbin and they are the team with Hanbin. They're used to playing against Max and denying all the energy. So there we go. Attack now stepping up onto the high ground. They're taking a lot of space. Cheers in a spot of bother, but Attack only wants to beam that tank. You can see they're going further and further. The Falcons have been completely bullied out of the high ground. Now we need some bodies on the point to close this one out. Sim turrets being broken inside right now, but Knife, he's got 3 HP. He's dead to Merit. Where's the help? What are we doing? He's dueling an inanimate object, but Kilo, double kill onto both support and the Diva mech. Kilo's still got it, mate, but good God, poor little Knife. He loses a duel versus that incredibly deadly TP. Why is he down to TP?
Never seen a guy struggle so much fighting. just something on the floor. But Kilo's good for it, though, thankfully. So if one DPS can't get it done, a comp designed to bubble Knife and give him a billion opportunities. Needed a few more bubbles for that TP, I guess. But it all works out for ONSIDE in the end, thanks to Knife. He's got an early dragon ready to go. They can even actually do a grab dragon here. I don't hate it. Why not? Roll back for years. Sometimes the past is the best. Are you in?
I mean, look, an appeal to history. We are back. The coffee has been poured. Kitsune Rush comes out and, man, Attack is taking an absolute beat down. L Lamps coming out from Irony as well, not to save his brother's life. So that's going to be an easy one for Team Falcons. They just pop the rush and they roll right over Attack. You would think Knife, having all the bubbles in the world to pocket him, would have his blade by now. But unfortunately, slow cooking that shit because you don't get ult charge from shooting a sim TP and the turrets on the wall. Poor little Irony with those L Lamps, so you can see. Exactly right. I mean, it's a deadly, deadly item on the map. So, fast rotation from ONSIDE here.
Going through right-hand side, looking for an opportunity. Deflect comes out, needs to avoid the Matrix with this grab, but they keep going. Looking for an opportunity. TP away from Falcons as they try and avoid it. It's a game of loop for loop. Look how far back they are. They're going to go for a bubbled blade in, but the TP away. Fielder is still there, but Knife's got nothing but a mech to hack at. Symbol on point now. A self-destruct from downtown from Hanbin as well. Finds nothing, but causes a bit of separation. 4v4 as all of these ults are invested. Opener through the beaten as well, but Chio still has his. But Attack is full charge on the point. Hanbin's gonna need that beat. They drop it now. Looking for it. Merit dives onto Irony. The window is out. Attack still full health and full beam. Knife finds a trade into the back. If they can keep Attack alive here, he can just beam everyone down and take over. He's gonna take down Hanbin first, and that will crack it open for ONSIDE.
Massive fight for ONSIDE, in all honesty. That cost them everything, but they're in control. And Falcons, they spent just about everything themselves. The next turn, it's probably going to come down to a case of can they get value with the Kitsune Rush. Once again, Fear that wants to make it happen. But Hanbin on the Han Binston. Good God, this was not on my bingo card. Kilo being forced out over on the side. We do have a hit scan player on Sombra right now, and the Han Binston pick is actually quite smart given ONSIDE Gaming. They've got very poor damage to deal with a Winston right now. Sombra, Genji, Zarya, all heroes that are very heavily counted out. Merit up on the high ground right now, trying to do his best, but already the rush is available. Got to be so careful. Next bubble turn, I suspect Falcons are going to try and push over Attack.
Kitsune Rush available for Fielder as well. They're looking for it. Hanbin is in position above. Want Fielder to maybe TP forward, but Proper's getting taken down by Knife. They're going to drop a Kitsune Rush. They have to go forward now. Suzu's on hit Hanbin, so he's taken so much damage. Full energy now, and Attack has got a good angle to DP here. Lamp used defensively. Bubble coming out. Bola around the corner, trying to trade onto Merit. He's 1 HP. Attack gets the kill. They're trying to push onto him. He's low HP. Dive in for it, and Hanbin can finish that one off, and it looks so scary for Falcons. But they all live, and they managed to turn it around.
Even while down there proper, I really thought that ONSIDE were just going to face check that fight, but they just don't have the ultimates to keep fighting with the Kitsune Rush. As soon as Attack is spatially separated from the backline, it's no longer possible for ONSIDE supports to just keep kiting off into the abyss, otherwise Attack will go down. So you can see that Kitsune Rush turn, even when you're down a man, it's so difficult if you can't match with something. ONSIDE, they're about to have 5 ultimates to match with, but their brain dead hit scan has gone down. Fielder, going to dink Kilo pre-fight. Anyone that has the audacity to play Sombra into Fielder is apparently just going to to instantly fall to their death. Onside, 5 ultimates for the next turn. A huge bank, but time ticking down.
The extra fight they've got thanks to Fielder's pick has allowed him to get this Primal and beat online as well, so a few more tools to work with. But Merit's got another one, and again, Onside, they have all the ults to win the fight, but they're just getting picked off, and this is just going to be free time off the clock for Falcons. Onside are into their final minute. Again, they have all the ults, but they just can't seem to get through cleanly.
These are such game-losing deaths for ONSIDE Gaming. They had a huge ult advantage. They come into a fight with 5. Falcons have 2. But 2 has now become 4. It's mitosis. They keep multiplying. And Team Falcons now, I mean, they're about to have 5 ultimates. In fact, Merit, Fielder, both 90% on their ultis. ONSIDE Gaming, they die on rotation again. We have Suzus, we have Bubbles. This should not be possible. This is egregious stuff coming out. EMP comes out from Kilo. It catches Proper and Harm them both. The beat doesn't catch Harm them, but they don't get the one-shot. The grab from attack, not good enough to secure the kills. Knife pulled the blade in that one. Opener, respect moment as he appears to be saving the beat for next series. 10 seconds on the clock. Oh, he's not saving it. He got picked on the rotation. Silly me. Opener now, going for the beat and spawn. Trying to wall right over to the payload. He misses one lip on the wall, and that is going to be all she wrote here for the attack of ONSIDE Gaming. They get to the middle of second point, which is not very convincing.
And that was pretty poor in the end. Really, this type of composition from ONSIDE Gaming is built around a lot of these key timings. You know, can we find value on the bubble timing? Can we find value with our powerful ultimates, EMP, grab, like a bubbled blade, everything like this? And the answer to all of them was no. Falcons showing a few different looks here. The Sim TP to avoid some of those early ults. Likewise, when we swap onto the Winston into the Zarya as well, then we start holding forward, playing very aggressively on these rotations. And it felt like ONSIDE were just... what's the word? Not taking their time with it. Like, they just tried to rotate, and they just died. I mean, some of it was just magic picks, like random dinks as they walk through chokes, but it's just... it's so egregious, and it's so disappointing to have all these ultimates and never get a chance to use them properly.
Pyramid7 with a first-time chat says, give Knife a real team. Can we get a C of we good for that one? Because I fear Knife had a real team. Knife was actually on Team Liquid in North America, and Knife might have been the problem. So if we could get a few more we goods for that one, Pyramid, welcome to the stream. Enjoy your stay. And yeah, there is a lot of we good right now. Good grief. Knife has had more than enough chances. Holy shit, we got a full... Primrose, you're banned for a week for fucking up the chain.
Well, see you later, Rose. Alright, wouldn't this just be egregious now if Falcons ran the same comp against ONSIDE Gaming and did a classic, here's how you're meant to do it? Yeah, they're gonna do it.
Yeah, they're doing it. They're doing it. Classic. Now Falcons.
Alright, tutorial time.
Yeah, school them. I guarantee Harmon's going to have high energy in a matter of seconds as well. He's just consistently good for it, so it seems likely. See you later, Primrose. Fucked it up. Useless. Thank you very much for the scent. Did you have the knife effect on Bliss, or did he always play like that? No comment. Proper, gonna dash out. He is now in a position where he's quite aggressive. He is behind, but ONSIDE, they're trying to flip through the hotel, and again caught on the rotation. Story of ONSIDE Gaming's life. They always make these aggro 5-man rotations. They always lose a man on the cross, and nothing ever seems to change. It's Team Falcons. They're gonna show us how it's done. They're gonna win the first fight. Attack's gonna get backspawned as well, because Chio knows how to boot him off the point. Disaster scene for ONSIDE.
Lots of early space now for Falcons. They obviously won that fight pretty quickly and cleanly, so they don't actually have any ults to speak of it. And now ONSIDE Gaming are going to repeat Falcon swap from their defense, going over to the Winston as well. So in theory, easy. Obviously, the Hanzo that Falcons have will do a little bit of a better job at breaking that bubble than when the Genji Sombra was in play from ONSIDE Gaming. So a bit more there. You see Kilo already trying to get through this top right-hand angle, looking for an opportunity, but Proper was bubbled and able to dash back as well. So they can get to this choke, but there's no ults to speak of really for ONSIDE Gaming, so they have to worry about this first wave from Falcons.
Yeah, look, I mean, honestly, I think Falcons are just going to keep on rolling this one right through to the keeper. Jump in from Harmden here, rather that is attack the Attackston. Let's see if he can get it done. He's actually going to catch Chio. Maybe it's just really hard to live on Lucio. But Falcons, they're still pushing the car right now. Knife blinking in from behind. Attack comes in for the pincer, but now Falcons, they speed around the corner. The Kitsune Rush has been thrown down by Fielder inside. ONSIDE, they can flip away from this one. They can kite this ultimate out, but that should mean that Falcons get more cart push. 2 fights remaining can rapidly dwindle to 1 in this situation. And ONSIDE, they need to get back into the fight. They're giving free push right now, and this is essentially a fight win for Falcons, right, Tav?
Yeah, they've got the card push, and now we're about to have a Grav, Dragon, Blade, and a Beetle to throw in. Pulse Bomb behind from Knife. He's found an important trade. I guess he just can't live on Lucio. No beat available for Falcons now, and they've got to choose whether they want to invest or not. Proper has for Blade. Kitsune Rush from Irony. Now Bark the high ground. Proper's got a kill onto Opener. Trade comes through. Blade is out from Proper as well. He's found a second onto Kilo. Attack jumps out straight into him. Forces Proper back. No more ults on ONSIDE Gaming just yet. He's chasing down Proper, but a bubble comes through. Now Attack is in all sorts of trouble. Desperate jump back out. We can't afford to go down here.
Okay.
There's the Grav.
Big
Dragon.
push comes in with the grab. And it's over. It's over. These bastards got it done so quick that my ads are getting out of sync with the games.
Yeah.
They've got to hold on longer. ONSIDE. Do better. It's okay. Knife is back. Yeah, Knife is so back. Getting a pulse bomb trade and then instantly dying to the Hanzo. Hello, Under. Hello, Laurentina Enjoyer. Graph Dragon in 2025. Hello, friends. I just got here. Why is Attack on Winston when they have Kellen? Because they're playing a swap game right now. They started on Zarya, so he swapped to Winston. Oh, OP. Opener's upgraded to compression sleeves for his play. So sticky. This person said they'd be here by 8. Let's see.
Who's this person?
Someone on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, you're always on Facebook Marketplace.
I'm just addicted to, you know, wheeling and dealing. You know how it is. Low-key, that Zarya perk gives 3 energy per right click. Hit, it's fucking broken. Yeah, it's really good, right? Like I thought that the super jump. Yeah, it's a minor. It replaces, or it's in competition with the super jump one. Yeah, the alternate is the super jump. The super jump can be pretty good, I feel, but I guess it depends on the map and like where you can escape versus where you can't. But yeah, like it keeps you really torqued all the time. All good Zaryas are right clicking all the time, so. Wouldn't someone be great for this map just to boost his win rate? Someone's not great for this meta, I think. On Facebook Marketplace, after selling LAN is devious. Cried.
That's what he's selling on the marketplace.
I'm actually selling LAN tickets to Stockholm. 1 minute to get in the marbles race, folks. What exactly even is meta? It changes every day.
If you're watching this, it's mainly Winston and Zarya.
Yeah. Selling 3 used cop uniforms? Hang on. Hang on. You're that sovereign citizen out in the bush right now, aren't you?
What?
Najimara. Pause the pred, I can't see if Knife is still in. It's gambling. You're not supposed to be able to actually, you know, impact the outcome. I think I missed flats.
Where's he gone?
Do you think Opener is the worst main support in Korea? That's some insane Wu-Chan erasure right there.
He's a Kiriko player.
Wu-Chan?
Wu-Chan, yeah.
Yeah. Is he a full flex support?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
Who was the brig on Ilios that didn't get an ult? They got like 40% of an ult in like 80% of a round. It was it Search? It might have been Search.
Maybe it was
Search. Search is pretty shocking too. Like
I think he's not in this stage, which is maybe not shocking news.
Okay. I feel like Ru Jae-hong doesn't underperform. Ru Jae-hong overperforms based on the state of his career.
I think Jae-hong's actually really good. When like the where you would put expectations, right?
Yeah.
Like if I was to wheel out, I'm trying to think of a good example. If I was to wheel out Neptuno right now, the difference would be
he couldn't do what. Yeah.
Yeah, like it would be shocking.
And he would be toxic while he did it too.
And he would be looking at his coach's screen to check to call the ult charge as well.
The man who does not understand the notion that scrims are to practice and improve upon your skills. Isn't Ru Jae-hong like 39? Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god, Tony Poke, you dominated this race. Big TP. Get Neptune on SSG. I feel like it would be morally wrong to kill Lep for Neptuno.
No, it's. It'd be in the controversial category for sure.
I would want to hear Platchat's opinion on it. Oh, I forgot to watch any Platchat before the episode today.
I thought you were setting some aside for today.
I did, but I completely forgot that I had any interest in listening to their opinions. So yeah, it just slipped through to the keeper, I suppose.
Someone is back to batting, everyone.
What? Can we get some Kellen substitutions too? That would excite me. Oh, this is good actually. I just ran an ad, but substitutions take so long that I might have time for another. Happy birthday again, mate. Here's 4 cents. Thank you. Thank you. Addo is in for Kilo. Anyone else? Any other changes?
Oh,
Don't check DMs. I feel like I'll check. What's this? Cried. Cried. Come on, give me a Minjay.
There's some movement
from
the camera.
Moment.
Today's Minjay moment was brought to you.
They didn't sub him in.
If we do seem to have panned to a different angle. Presumably this is some horrendously thirsty message about Addo as well, given the theme of Korea so far on this stage.
Yeah. Shaz has been stuck in Baxter. Maybe we release him. No, we keep him there forever. Happy birthday, Max. Thank you, Emergence. Thanks for the send. Is Yuri here yet? Because I still need to like double down on thanking Yuri for the YouTube membership that they gifted yesterday. Because the YouTube memberships overlay was cooked. Like when Yuri gifts a membership, the overlay just says that the person that got the gift became a member. So I didn't even realize until I looked at the chat after that Yuri was the one giving me money, not the person I was thanking.
Fun fact, did you know
Kellen in the thumbnail?
Did you know Jumbin played for Falcons and SEL alongside the likes of Haku and Madara? That is a fun fact.
Thank you, Nuclear, for the 10 cents. I'll spend it everywhere, all at once. Like the movie.
It might cost a bit more.
Hello, Auntie, your hair is looking quite good today. Thank you, Fen. Here's 0, don't spend it anywhere. Well, I would struggle to spend it anywhere, because that is 100 channel points that you just gave me, Suki. You see 11 biddies? One up in the guy so that you might be able to get a little can of Coke. Thanks. Auntie, you should get a wolf cut and take estrogen? No.
What do you... Look at him, what do you think's happening?
Kamsamida unto Sand, so close devices, but it is unto Nim. Pyramid 7 with the 1 cent that says cunt. And Pyramid 7, mind you, this is their second message. Or their third message, rather. And their first one was the person that said, give Knife a real team. And then I had 100 people spam harass them. So it feels like a reasonable cent. Thank you. That's better. Much better, Nuclear.
What was that? Winston, Genji, Atlas?
Rapidly. Have they shown the bans? Did you say Winston Atlas?
Atlas, Winston ban from ONSIDE, and Genji ban from Falcons.
Okay. We might actually have a game on our hands. Not a series, but, you know.
We could get a map out of it. I actually thought this would be the closest one of the day. I thought it would be... I was expecting maybe the double flex CPS to cause Falcons a few more problems, especially on some of OnSide Gaming's picks.
I thought that the Way vs Old Ocean game might have a little bit of heart.
I think this is actually... Is this like an insane... Like, presuming we're just in as much of a double flex DPS meta as we were maybe teased yesterday, is it not kind of insane for Way all of a sudden? They could play like Milgaru and Ball, Taejon comes in and plays Tracer, and then Sunjin plays Genji or Venture or something, and then they've got Maka and Lee Soo-min on like a Kiriko Wuyan. Feels like there's like... feels like it all fits, if that was the sort of same way their scrims have been going.
Everyone say hi to X-Wolf called Gaming X. Yeah, I feel like you might be right, actually. I kind of high-key forgot that they had a second flex DPS on the bench. I thought like them being stuck with 8 in the lineup was going to be like a problem, but they're just not stuck with 8 in the lineup at all. So I guess if they can throw in Taejong as well, then they might just be in a position where they're just really strong. Milgizzy can play Ball and he can play Hazard. Maybe if they go to a bad ball map and like Hazard gets banned out, they're in like a little bit of an awkward spot with Milgizzy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for the 13 cents. Sorry I had 13 left and it was between you and Frogger's offline chat. I mean, that's a difficult decision to make.
Just throwing coins at Frogger's door even though he's not in.
Thanks for the 20 biddies, Wolfclaw Gaming. Everyone say hi to them a second time. They're giving me money now, so it'll never down.
Oh, hey Mama Hamter, the return. Oh shit.
Mama Hamter too. Does Mama Hamter give you money?
No, I know they do, yeah. It's mostly their biggest contribution is definitely, you know, what do I call it? Like an agitator.
Yeah, that's my feeling too. That's my feeling too. Thank you very much, Noreen XIV. You said you had 13 left, but you just gave me another 21, and then another 22. Like you're just feeding me money now. Like there's the tap never goes off.
Drives engagement. Yeah, that's the term. Yeah, it's You guys say rage bait, but it's engagement bait. I'm sure if I was
puppy girl.
If I was to do the graph. If I was to do the graph of my chat interaction when Mama Hamter is and isn't here, I think we'd see a distinct difference.
T for T Puppy Girl, thank you very much for the gift sub to T for T Puppy. There's a relationship brewing in the chat. Ad break.
Mama Hamter says, "I would die before I give unto money," which I believe is a roundabout way of saying that Mama Hamter has put you in their will.
Ooh, nice. Could have a little windfall coming to me in an unknown number of years.
Where'd she get this flag from?
Thank you, Jonas. OnSide Gaming flags?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did she make it herself, or do they actually have merch?
6-7. We got to get the memberships going on YouTube today. That's the thing that we're looking for, more of that Japan pack. That's what's really important to me, I think.
I get some YouTube likes on the go as well. We're at a measly 16. We're at currently a 10% ratio.
And yeah, what he said. 147 viewers, 30 likes. Grow up, guys. Do better. Do better. Boost. Hyper 67. That's terrible. That's so bad.
Is it all good that Chris? There you go.
I love being an onto YouTube member. It significantly increased my quality of life. That's a glowing endorsement if ever I've seen one, folks.
Quality of life is the best thing you can invest in. Never turn down a quality of life improvement.
Sorry, your membership is too expensive, mate. Can you lower it? But I just gave you 100 bits. That's better. I don't think I can change the pricing of the tiers once I've locked it in. I think I have to add a different tier in order to lower the price, and God only knows. How much does it cost? You said it's too expensive. How much does it cost?
Did you not
I
do
thought that it
different
was cheaper
tiers?
than. I just did one tier because I don't provide anything other than the bloody chat. Oh, they just added another 5-minute break. That's money in the bank, baby. Thank you, Dr. Can you smile? You look sad today. I literally just started smiling based on the 5-minute backseat screen. It's fucking mine. It's fucking dope.
This guy loves selling ads.
I became an anti-YouTube member, and a few days later, I had several attempted suspicious transactions go through over my debit card.
Well, funnily enough, I gave that Prince my credit card information earlier in the stream, and I've had no such transactions on my card, so I think we're actually safe to trust for Prince.
Oh my god, Ihei with the resub. I thought you would never do this. You've been typing so much, but finally you're back. Well, welcome back, Ihei. MAGA to you too, of course. Not to get political, but of course.
An unpolitical MAGA.
Thoughts on Spint? Spint in my mouth with a hashtag at the start.
Abdo asks, is it awkward that Chrissy is coaching Lep right now? No, not at all. This is, there's no actual beef. This is,
It'd be like me coaching Kellen, you know? There's just no issue.
Yeah. What's the, I'm trying to think if there's an example. Maybe there's not an example. It's, yeah, like, most of the people in the conversation all know each other to varying degrees. It's maybe not as deep or as personal as some people like to paint it out to be. But
yeah, to be honest, to take it like really personally, and yeah, to take it like really personally, you'd have to be like a Team Liquid player or something. Like you just yeah. 60 seconds. Starting it up. Actually, Elvis Beats. Hashtag Spint in my mouth for 100 bits. Thank you very much, Ataraxiax. Let me watch Elvis Beats because that name is insane and it's a first-time player.
First-time beat. Does SSG only sign people from this podcast? Yeah. What was it? Did you see Sugar Free's stream like just after? Like just after Chrissy was announced as like another bloody podcast. I don't think he said bloody because it's not a very Sugar Free thing to say, but like another podcast coach.
Just Sarah aimbotting, first time play. As much as I would love to spectate you, Elvis Beats has beaten you to the punch. God, this 3 minutes just flew by.
Did I hear Hunter talking about Shaz playing? No, we were talking about Shaz being locked up in the Baxter, yeah. It's what, people really don't give Sata enough credit for creating a Pokemon-esque technology to lock players within the game so that people can practice their aim.
Kellen from ONSIDE, thanks for the follow. I have a feeling that that's not Kellen from ONSIDE Gaming.
I think it's a potential that's a LARPer and not just Kellen's got a new account.
I mean, look, the last LARPer accounts that I banned in my channel were Team Israel Overwatch World Cup and Team Palestine Overwatch World Cup. But, you know what, I will make an exception for Kellen from ONSIDE if they don't watch their mouth. How do you sleep at night knowing that your stream set back the civil rights movement by decades? Like a baby. Why won't they put me in, Kellen from ONSIDE? Because it's a Hazard Demon meta, Kellen.
Has Sugar Free been uncoachable? No. No, I don't think he's particularly interested.
I don't think Lenny could manage 2 to 3 unpaid hours of his time.
We asked him once,
and
it was a polite no. Did you go hard? Because I just sent like the one message just being like, is it on?
He just said, yeah, hello, Dr. Suleiman. Welcome. But yeah, I think Kellen, not Kellen, Sugar Free, he has a short attention span and his time is valuable. So.
Careful how you phrase this, because what you're implying is anyone who does come on the podcast, their time is not valued. They don't value their time.
I mean, I agree. If you're willing to piss away 3 hours of your personal time on any given day, your time is probably worth very little. Yo, Quarter Cob. What's good? Not a whole lot, really, but, you know, it could be worse. Everyone say hello to Quarter Cob. Make a YouTube Shorts episode for Lenny. Yeah, if we could do like a 2-minute like rapid podcast. It's like, thoughts on the new team? Thoughts on the new tournament? Happy to be here. Thoughts on the main broadcast casters? Done. Like, bang. No!
If you had to pick one race that you feel had ruined the Overwatch League, which race would it be?
Daytona 500. Where were you going with that question? It's just a day. We would never ask that on the podcast. That's something Chris would say. We should get an episode with Hawk, actually. Hawk would be good. Hawk has a lot to say. Hawk has a lot to say about everything. We should definitely do a Hawk episode. We'll wait until Hawk has like his debut week and he fucks, and then we'll interview him, okay?
And it goes either ways. If he fucks or if he gets fucked.
Yeah.
We can use both angles.
He won't get fucked, though. He'll fuck. I promise you, he'll fuck. Hawk fucks.
Yeah, who do they have? Is it Nightmare Sakura first week?
Can we get 2 Hawk episodes? I'd love to listen to Hawk. And Hawk 2, 3 minutes of ads. 3 minutes of ads. And we're watching Touch 9 because it's a first time play. Oh, wait. Oh, God. Oh, God. Hunter hasn't sent them the script yet. How are ONSIDE playing? They're getting pumped. Yeah, they're playing like shit. We're hurting over here. We're hurting over here. We're here for the final map.
But now, a Winston ban and Atlas. This is the one, surely.
I'll start the race after. A Winston ban, Atlas, and someone is in. ONSIDE quite literally have the best possible situation here. Do Koreans speak Korean? I'm not in a position to comment on things like that. It's not my culture, so I'm not sure. Someone on D.Va. Chio on Wu Yang, which, you know, hasn't been a great showing so far. All of... the stage is set right now. Jitterin, thank you very much for the tier 1. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club.
Alright, Tracer, Venture for ONSIDE, Gaming, Kiri, Lucio, Falcons are going to be playing Tracer, Sojourn, D.Va with this one as well. This is obviously very similar to the competition they played up against Crazy Raccoon yesterday, where they just got their ass handed to them by jumping on the ball. This time though, the hazard maybe a bit more easier for the Sojourn to avoid more regularly. For now though, someone just starting to force the point, walking up, and Knife is just there for the picking for Merit, an easy one for the two of them. As you can see, Merit and Chio just continually rotating around this high ground, trying to create distance between them and the divers.
Xavier, I seem to remember you telling me that Knife might have a Venture on him, and it's starting to look like it's a big might, a big may, a big question mark, as Knife is instantly qualified on the Venture. Yeah, I mean, they can select Venture, but whether or not Knife can play Venture is a different matter entirely. Flipper's gone the way of Team Falcons. Yeah, 15% and counting, and I mean, these trades just keep on coming through. Ado, OP, both going to go down. They've got the same respawn wave, but ONSIDE Gaming, we're going to need a whole lot more than that. We've got someone on D.Va, for Pete's sake. There's no lethality on that. You saw him shifting after Irony, no TP. And Ado's dead for a 3rd time this round. Come on, guys, we're 40% into a flashpoint. We can do better than this.
Yeah, it's not been a great start at all for ONSIDE Gaming here. Merit's going to come back over to the high ground, but just nothing going. Same story on King's Row, just dying on the way in. Attack's going to try and clear some space, but he's losing this HP trade with someone. They're holding outside, and it's now really last fight territory, and Falcons are slightly closer on both Bulldogs.
Really, I do feel as if Falcons can just consolidate this one. They can just stand by for the point, shoot until they got their support ultimates, and then win off the advantage. Irony's a little bit behind on the rush, you can see, trying to charge it up before the fight begins. With Falcons, now they've got everything they need. TP out and Suzu from field. The TP on from Irony. Needs to be careful that someone doesn't catch him here. Kitsune rushes down from field, and now as the scrap begins, attack shifting up onto the high ground. Merit's actually going to get a caught out first, so a really good opportunity here for ONSIDE as Fielder goes down too. Falcons, they've got ultimates just around the corner, but with so many players dead, they're actually not going to invest them. ONSIDE Gaming, they get to win with 0 ultimates. They fight into the rush and they still win it.
It's a really weird Kitsune rush from Fielder. We saw Isuzu and TP get forced at the start of the fight, so obviously he loses a lot of that ability to be as aggressive with it, but then he just drops it on point. Attack is there. They go on to attack, but it's a little bit slow, not too scary. Attack's able to jump back to the high ground. They juggle these touches quite nicely. Now we see proper trigger discipline that he's got behind Knife. Now tries to force Knife underground. Does do that successfully. The Falcons, they need to be careful walking up here as they're at support or disadvantage. Thank you, Psycho Chiro, for the tier 1.
Big up Sakashiro. Out comes the beat and the overclock. Merit's going to rip off Irony's head. There's a double support ultimate from ONSIDE, and there's a downpour from attack as well, but no kills converted for 3 ultimates on the side of ONSIDE Gaming. They're down a man. Someone's about to lose his suit, but he has the bomb for the remake. Still a 1-player advantage for Team Falcons. Attack goes down. Make that 2. Proper, no recall, no problem, as Chio's going to take down Addo again. What's that? Death 4, Death 5 for Addo already. And ONSIDE Gaming, they're incapable of leveraging their support ultimate advantage. A rush and a beat. Still not going to get it done. We are not going to see another touch for ONSIDE either. Someone, I mean, he's scrapping it out, but he keeps his suit. And ONSIDE Gaming, all they have now is the tectonic rush from Knife, as the kills just keep on coming for Team Falcons.
Yeah, pretty comfortable in the end. ONSIDE Gaming miss another big opportunity, which is really starting to become a bit too much of a pattern for this team. Don't get value out of these ultimates. Now they're going to have to rely on that tectonic shock for this next one. But difficult into this composition. Lots of ways for them to avoid it. They're getting held quite early in spawn here. The shot comes out, but Falcons are going to try and kite it. Bit of a matrix from someone. Knife chasing, but there's nothing to shoot at here. No value out of another roll for ONSIDE.
Oh, heavens. Tectonic shock for absolutely nothing. You hate to see it. Slash connects from attack onto Merit, but now Fielder's got the Kitsune rush so much faster than Irony, 50% ahead. ONSIDE, they have actually kited right now, but Opener is so low. Can he survive? He can! Someone goes down, but Irony's traded. It's a pretty even trade right now as Merit goes down for attack as well, so it's a 3v3. Proper has no recall, but he's still got the pulse bomb. Dopey on the run will go down to Chio. Chio last hitting everybody right now. Takes down Opener, takes down Addo, and Falcons. They got the flip 26%. Ago. So ONSIDE Gaming, we're going to see attack swap over to the D.Va. He's going to mirror someone. Attack is a very lethal D.Va. This could be a good change here for the side of ONSIDE, but Falcons, I mean, they're still in complete control. They're really twisting the knife here. Good morning, Transgender Yuri. Everybody say good morning to Transgender Yuri.
Be available for both teams. Irony with a quicker Kitsune rush though, so ONSIDE in theory do have ult advantage the longer this fight goes on, but they have to make use of it. Beats will be traded. Chios catches everyone except for Fielder. Opener is good for 5 though. The fight continues to happen. Irony now 10% and less away from that Kitsune rush as well. But Opener's taking so much damage after this beat. They have to keep him up. Irony now low. Someone kills him. No chance to get that ult off. Knife is going to dive, looking for trades on the backline. The peel is good for on Merit. Merit manages to slide away 1 HP, and Chio again cleaning it up. Few late trades though, is not quite out of it yet. Attack turning his attention onto proper, forces that recall, but now low HP will get demeched, staggered out a little bit here as they clean it up, and that's 2 in a row now for Falcons.
Opener and Irony are back in this one. Opener gets a couple of taps, but nobody remains to touch one more time. Just kidding. Addo will get the touch and the recall. Irony's going to pop the Kitsune rush. They really want this one. Micro, thanks for the 4 months. Welcome back. Good morning, Transgender Yuri. Bomb comes out from someone in main. He's going to get the remake as well. There's still the rush available for ONSIDE. Addo's got a pulse bomb threatening a stick. Knife about to have another tectonic rush. Let's see if this time around he can actually get something done with it. Pulse bomb comes out on the proper, but he's Suzu'd. Unbelievable. And Knife goes down to Merit's overclock in the mix. So ONSIDE, they invest everything into that double DPS ultimate. Kitsune rush from Irony. Attack is even being staggered out here. Just kill him. Just kill him. Come on, guys. You don't need to twist the knife anymore. And Capitology, you ask, how is your good friend Opener doing? He's been getting absolutely fucking bent over.
He's been completely opened.
he's wide open. He's go-to right now.
Yeah. Really ambitious attempt from ONSIDE Gaming to try and turn that one. They kind of made a fight of it, but it ends up being a very expensive one. And now Falcons, they have Kitsune Rush, they nearly have Beat. They have all the ults to chain a couple together here, not just to win this fight, but win the fight after it if they're efficient with this too. You see Fielder and Chio doing a lot to support proper on these flank positions. Merit's going to get a lot of pocket. Kitsune Rush defensively more than anything to relieve the pressure here. They turn their attention onto attack. They forced a Suzu out now, so maybe an opportunity for proper behind. You can see someone and proper teaming up there, taking care of everyone. Self-destruct comes out from attack. He won't be getting back into that. And it's going to be a clean first fight for Falcons. Thank you, Lettuce, for the 16 months.
At least this time around, ONSIDE Gaming, when they lose the first fight, they don't lose the flip halfway through it. Attack's still going to be staggered out a little bit, so, you know, it's a bit of consolation prize. But Team Falcons, they've got a pulse bomb for Proper. He's very, very sticky after all. But maybe a little bit of a lead here for ONSIDE Gaming. The fact that OP might have that beat drop and there's not going to be a support ultimate for Falcons to match it. A real window of opportunity here for ONSIDE Gaming to get a fast push going, get Knife, Addo, Opener all in the backline with a beat push. But they need to charge up that beat first. Time is ticking down, 36% and counting. Attack takes the high ground space, forces Merit down onto the point. He's still got the slide, but he's just going to rotate to the back high ground already. You can see Attack trying to mark that rotation.
Full rail for Merit now as Attack tries to put a little bit of pressure on. Merit's going to try and get pincered by both sides, but slides away. Suzu comes through to keep Merit pocketed through that, and you can see someone picking off Opener. 94% on the beat. That was the ult ONSIDE Gaming had the advantage on. That was the ult they needed. Now it's all falling apart. They have no choice but to commit to this fight. Last round potentially in the series for ONSIDE Gaming. They can't find a way to win. Addo goes down. Throwing pulse off the map. Finds a trade. Looks for it. Builder's falling off the map. Chio's low as well. Has to fight the Tracer on point. Reload timing for Knife comes at the worst possible time, but he gets back underground. Irony needs help behind the point now. Has Suzu, doesn't go for it actually. Opener has the beat as well. They have to win this fight. They can't afford to let it go. Low HP on someone. They're trying to show discipline with these ultimates as well, and it ends up being a good choice from Opener and Irony.
That is so good from Opener and Irony. Real presence of mind there to hold on to both of their ultimates. Beat and Kitsune Rush saved for next. They're down 0 to 99% in an overtime fight that could cost them the series, and they still have the discipline to hang on. You can see that even when you're a dopey bastard in this series, you're still a very high-level player. Credit where it's due. Tectonic Shock comes out from Knife now, pushes deep, he's on the back line. Chio's so incredibly low. Merit once again killing Knife, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. Chio 95% on that beat drop, he's about to have it. Kitsune Rush comes out from field, the beat is dropped. Beat has already been used by Opener, so there's nothing left in the tank for ONSIDE. Chio pushes up onto the high ground, he's on Opener's case, he's so incredibly low. TP comes out, Opener and Irony both going to fall. And ONSIDE Gaming, even though they had that double support ultimate, even though they had that Tectonic Shock with the pinch, Merit, he hits the railgun exactly when he needs it, and Team Falcons, they're just going to take the series 3-0 here. Great performance from Merit. It was very fair to pay out those preds. God, someone, your hair looks fantastic with that headset. Yes.
They were so close to it as well. There was so much damage from that Tectonic Shock initially. You saw Chio really running for his life. Half HP, didn't quite have beat yet. There was a timing there. If they get that kill just then, they deny that beat coming through from Chio. All of a sudden, that fight is more than winnable, and they're in a decent chance to even capture that point. But ultimately, I mean, the gap between these two teams was massive, and Falcons really recover from what was a pretty disappointing performance yesterday. Maybe there's a big caveat to this one in the sense that both teams were just happy to pretend Wu Yang never came out and didn't exist and just play some version of comps that are quite comfortable for Falcons. So maybe there's still more questions for Falcons to answer, but comfortable one today.
Oh. Blood Eagle Hunter? Why am I being Blood Eagled? What did I do? Proper player of the match. Even though Merit was hard dominating. Like, Merit kills like 3 consecutive Knife Tectonic Shocks, and Proper's the player of the match. Stop Blood Eagling me. Respect me. Please. How do you get the ads off before the players even stand up? The big green run and ad button whispers in my ear like the Green Goblin mask every single time it's available. So you can rest assured, the second the match is over, I'm smacking that shit in the hopes that I can run it twice before the next map starts. No rank sayings. Thank you very much, Harry Season, for the Prime. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club. Enjoy your ad-free viewing. For those that don't know, it's the world's best kept secret. You don't get ads ever if you're subscribed. It's a great incentive to hit the button.
Not even on weekends.
Hey, thanks for the gift sub to Transgender Yuri. Not even on weekends, not even on April Fool's Day. Flats with a funny little April Fool's joke where subs got ads for the April Fools. I would never do such a thing. I'm not that greedy. Thank you very much, Ehei. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club, Transgender Yuri. Brazen Bull Hunter. I prefer that one. I would like to go with the Brazen Bull, just for a treat.
That's your version of a spa. Thank you, Dragon of Mila, for the 12 months tier 1. Do you think Spint is the real deal, or is just any flex DPS touching the Crazy Raccoon system going to look like Jesus himself? It was a really good debut. There's obviously like more to prove, you know? Like, they kind of pushed over Falcons. They're going to play T1 next week. So now it'll feel like, you know, if he can pass the Falcons of a T1 test, I think really have to start taking him seriously.
Let's get in the race, folks. No time to waste. Spy Unite, welcome. First time play. Oh, Bunnykins, don't boost early. It's not time to boost.
Is the Archer's so good now? Yeah, no, I think Wu Yang is actually really, like, reasonable in the meta. I think just for the two teams we happened to watch first today just didn't want to play it on either side. Obviously, it was banned on the King's Row, but I think neither team were keen to play it. I think it suits teams that have maybe either Chorong or like a second flex support player to lean into it a bit more.
We need to start doing a translation segment. We need an English-Korean bilingual person to translate for us in these moments.
I know some people.
Have you ever tried to get your chat to like you instead of bullying them? I think my chat likes me even though I bully them.
It's kind of what they're into, I think.
Yeah, I think it's like a... I will not translate to Portuguese. Get Jake. I would never give Jake the time of day on this broadcast. No one likes you. I hate you a lot. Okay, thanks for clearing that up. See, Mrs. Plodge likes me. There you go.
I don't know a lick of Korean, but I'll do the translation. All right, let's see if we got our first volunteer. You know what we should use? You know that call-in button we promised we would never use? What if we used? What if you do call-in translations?
I think we should just find somebody that speaks Korean and give them perms to the channel and pay them nothing and have them join the channel and translate every time the interviews happen. I think like demonstrating your really high level like language bilingual skills and then compensating them in no way whatsoever would be like a good way to do this. You know Quran, Catface? I presume you're talking about Korean with a typo rather than a misspelling of the religious text. Yeah, there you go. Korean.
Yeah, just in case there was any confusion on what we were looking for, having to have translated.
We'll pay you with exposure if you want to do free translation on our stream.
Yeah,
let us know.
We get you so much exposure.
I will roll a marbles race during your translations and run ads at the same time, but
I'll stand up to get another Diet Coke as well. Yeah.
For the people that are subbed and not watching the marbles, you will be exposed.
So all you need is someone who is subscribed, isn't currently in the marbles race, and is looking to employ a translator. Which I think is most people.
Doctor. Oh, Doctor. An easy win for the stream sponsor. Dr. Suleiman Al-Habib absolutely blitzes the race. The good doctor has won. Thank you very much, Dr. Suleiman Al-Habib. Can we get some exclamation mark sponsors in the chat? Rush Kit doesn't know how to spell the word sponsor. Dr. Suleiman Al-Habib Medical Group, official medical partner of the Esports World Cup, elevating, expanding, and excelling, elevating care and exceeding expectations, driving excellence in healthcare across the kingdom. Congratulations, Doc. You made it.
I did 5 days of Duolingo, of Korean on Duolingo. Am I qualified? Yeah, probably.
Maybe you can read the alphabet after 5 days. Like. Congrats, Doc. All right. Have you seen this?
Cup of odd one, I think. What's this?